Ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham, and here with me, my broadcast colleague, it's Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you, always a pleasure.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Up first, Saul Alvarez. He's 172 centimeters tall with a reach of 179. And he'll be facing Roy Jones Jr. 160 pounds. This guy won a championship as a heavyweight, remember? 5'11" tall with a reach of 74 inches.
There is no joke about this. Someone is going to get hurt, the other is going to get embarrassed. Let's make sure they measure up well.
Saul Roy Jones Jr. These two have certainly talked the talk now. And we're underway in round one. And a nice left hook. Good counter punching. Beautiful counter punch. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking.
Can you imagine walking into this?
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. A true champion knows how to get out of trouble after they got into trouble, and it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. What skill being displayed here between these two middleweights? He threw a punch and just got countered. Nice counter shot. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as a...
What do we expect to see here in round two? Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep...
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. I thought we were going to see the finish there.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Threw the hook, didn't land. A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Counter punch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
It's all offense, all the time. Roy Jones Jr., believe it or not, may want to take a knee here. No, we don't see a knockdown.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around? Let's get it started in round 3. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Neither fighter willing to slow down. Punch, counter punch. Looking to land the hook. Nice counter. Swing and a miss with the jab. He threw a punch and just got countered. A very competitive round here so far.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. There's a counter shot. How about that time counter shot? Tried to score with that hook, but missed. Failing to score with that right hook. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. In that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
The bell sometime.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Good counter punching. Missing with the left hook. These two fighters are made for one another. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. That counter shot lands. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Hook misses. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell. Time for the 5th round. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Which fighter will say no mas? There's a counter shot. In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
His stamina is off the charts. Catch and shoot. Both men step back for just a moment. Good counter punching. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
On to the 6th round. After that last round, something has got to change.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas, over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
Do you believe this? Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Nice counter shot. Good counter punch. Catch and shoot. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Alvarez in that last round.
Switch on.
Round 7, here we go. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
We wanted action, and they are giving us action. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights who are at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history books.
These two are the perfect dance partners.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. How about that time counter shot? Straight right just misses. Swing and a miss with the jab. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. There's the bell to start round 8. They let it all hang out in the last round. What do they got left?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a terror. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
That counter punch caught him clean. Throws the jab but does not score. What a punch. Nice counter. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. And that's it, a unanimous decision win.
Unanimous. You know what? Smart. Smart, that is.
I thought I lost that shit. I ain't gonna lie. Fuck. Let's go.
Every round in the bag. There was no argument, no discussion, no mistake. It was so obvious.
What a night for a fight. We're at Brooklyn Hall. My name is Todd Grisham. Alongside me, former world champion Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
It's time now for our tale of the tape. Sugar Ray Leonard, 145 pounds. Sugar Ray Leonard, an undisputed welterweight champion. Terrence.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing.
One of the hottest tickets around. It's And there's the bell to start round one. Let's see if they go to the body. Punch, counter punch. Good counter punching. That punch has been his best weapon all fight long. A swing and a miss with the left hook. Crowd is dressed to impress here tonight, and the fighters promise to do the same as we cannot wait for this, our main event.
This is that place you want to say, I fought there, I've been there, and now we are here.
Which fighter will say no mas? Nice counter shot. That counter punch caught him clean. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Sugar Ray Leonard in that last round.
Come on, just switch it off.
And there's the bell to start round two. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Do you believe what we're seeing? This fighter's always on their toes, trying to get their opponent rattled, get them off kilter, get them out of their rhythm.
If you want to corner an outside fighter, make them fight off the rope because they don't want to do that. They don't want to stand still. They want to move left to right. Pin him down. Throw a blanket on him.
Good defense to block the hook. Very competitive round here so far.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Do you believe this? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. So much for boxing. This is a fight. Nice counter punch right up the... Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Terrence Crawford just got rocked. Talk about Leonard. Here we go in round three. Who's going to land the first big shot? Catch and shoot. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Lucky that hook didn't score. Nice counter shot. Crawford's legs are all over the place. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Beautiful counter shot. He threw a punch and just got countered. Punch, counter punch. You know the scorecards are going to be all... Whoa, wait a minute! Crawford is dazed! Let's talk about Sugar Ray in that last round. And there's the bell to start round 4. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful. Did you see that? And down goes Crawford. Thank goodness we've got instant replay. We get to see it again.
I need to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
He's up, but for how long? Look at that. On the heels. Look at there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. He just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. Then he's out of there.
We need to turn this around halfway through.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. Crawford may be ready to go down. Crawford got hit hard, and down he goes. Look at that shot to the head, and there's no way they were going to stand up to that one.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Let's talk about Crawford. There's the bell to start round 5. They've got to be feeling confident now after what happened last round.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'd be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
Punch, counter punch. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. Got out of the way of that right hook. Crawford, do you believe this? Bud Crawford just got knocked down. Let's see that again.
A shot from the gun took him out.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Give me that one.
back on their feet, but how long will they stay there?
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight's capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
Halfway through the round, and I think he knows he's got a lot of work to do.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen, now it's down for them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
They block that right hook. Crawford in trouble. I thought we were going to see the finish there.
What recovery skills they are. What?
It looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. Now that is a massive knockdown. Let's take another look.
I've got to see that again.
Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Let's start the 6. They ring the bell, and here we go. They ring the bell, and here we go. And Sugar Ray is rocked. I don't believe what we're seeing here.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always... Imagine seeing this punch coming and not being able to do anything about it.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
You saw it here live, a knockout win. Congratulations.
Accuracy, power, punch, perfect. That must hurt.
It's time for the talking to stop and the fighting to start. This should be good. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one, Todd.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Carl, the Jackal Frampton. He stands 5'5" tall, weighed in 121 pounds, and has a reach of 62 inches. And he'll be facing Jorge Linares, who's not only a great fighter, but he's brilliant. He speaks Spanish because he's from Venezuela, Japanese because he lives in Japan, and English just because. Tip the scales at 118 pounds even. He's 5'8" with a reach of 68.9 inches.
Brawlers are a nightmare. You've got to be strong and fit. Use that long reach, use that long jab. Do it that way, you'll be safe all night.
He's El Nino de Oro, Jorge Linares, fighting out of Venezuela and Japan. He won his first world title back in 2007 and hasn't looked back since.
If this fighter knows how to use that reach, this is going to be a shot night.
So now let's go into the ring for the official introductions. Here's the classy Jimmy Lennon.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Belfast, Northern Ireland, introducing a super bantamweight and featherweight champion of the world, the Jackal, Carl Frampton.
All the talking has been done. It's time. These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. It's all offense all the time. That's another scoring shot. No rest for the weary. What a pleasure to be in this unique environment. Every seat has been taken for tonight's match.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter because the expectation from the thousands of people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything, can break a man or make a man.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
That uppercut straight through the gloves. Nice hook. Exchange here from both men. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Frampton in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
You know what? I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
Slick, just to focus on what you're doing. You don't want to lose this fight, do you? Come on, Howard.
Good work. Don't forget the jab. Don't get carried away. Think about pounds.
Get back behind your jab. Basics. Just get your rhythm back, and then we go again. The fight's not over yet. You've got to go out there and win this.
And there's the bell for round 2. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think light. Concentrate.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Think the pace will slow down? It picks up halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Oh boy, Carl Frampton now in some serious trouble. Frampton crumbles to the canvas. What a knockout headshot. shot. Let's watch it again. And they knew it when they threw it.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
Clearly his opponent was too much for him, and he's thrown in the towel.
Eat straight pussy and quit.
They surrender. This is over. Here we are getting ready for this showdown between these two fighters. Should be a good one. I'm Todd Grisham. Next to me is Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
Time for our tale of the tape. Jesse Rodriguez. What a force he is at 115 pounds. He stands at 164 centimeters with a reach of 170. And he'll be facing El Nino de Oro. 60.8 kilos, 173. We've got high hopes for this contest with these two fighters. Should be a really good matchup. I'm Todd Grisham, and next to me for the broadcast, the one and only Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was no way I was going to miss this.
And now it's time for the tale of the tape. It's Sean Showtime Porter. He weighed in at 66.7 kilos, 170 centimeters tall, with a reach of 177. And he'll be going up against Sugar Ray Leonard. He's 175 centimeters tall with a reach of 179.
Talk about hot seats in the house. I am so lucky to be sat where I am watching this fight live. I can tell my grandkids about this.
Weighing in at 72 kilos, bang on, 175 centimeters tall with a reach of 179. Sean Sugar Ray Leonard, one of the greatest all time. So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't. And there's the bell for round one. Misses with the jab. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Looking to land the hook. No rest for the weary. A perfect counter shot. A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twist you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher.
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. Uh-oh, Porter is on wobbly legs. Keeping those gloves up, the guard high, paying dividends as it seems that moment of trouble has passed.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
These two are the perfect dance partners.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Back and forth they go. That counter punch caught him clean. Very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Sean Porter in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage. Here we go. It's round two. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Catch and shoot. Can't find a home with that jab. Johnny, a lot of fighters focus on their defense with their hands up. This fighter focuses on their defense with their footwork, moving on those angles, staying out of danger.
This is what makes outside fighters so good. Their footwork is second to none. It's as fast as their hands.
Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. To be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Tried to score with the uppercut. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Sean Porter in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's the bell to start round three. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Missed with that right uppercut. Is he going to punch himself out, though? His stamina is off the charts. Figure out the combination to this safe.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that.
Oh my goodness, Johnny! Sugar Ray's in trouble! See a knockdown.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Sean Porter in that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
Needs a knockout without a doubt.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Swing and a miss with that hook. That uppercut can't get through. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think them. You've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket them.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. You'd like to see more jabs. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Sean Porter in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears. Time for the 5th round. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
As we burn through these rounds, this aggressive fighter continues to come forward, seemingly with endless energy, Johnny.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout.
Oh, my goodness, Johnny! That Sugar Ray is rocked. Just one punch away from getting the momentum back.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Counter punch caught him clean. So much firepower here. Perfect counter shot. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Sean Porter in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble. This is the beginning of round 6. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
You hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate.
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. And Sugar is in trouble. Didn't wait long to get back in and get engaged.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
These two fighters are made for one another. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. And Sugar is in trouble. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back.
This round can go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Sean Porter in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
Dominant.
Here we go. It's round 7. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round. Everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
Catch and shoot. Not a lot of defense here at all. Very competitive round here so far.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Insane action. one of the best rounds I've seen this year. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Sean Porter in that last round. Well, there was no doubt. There's the bell to start round 8. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Both men step back for just a moment. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. This with that jab. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Do you believe this? Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. The way either one of these fighters hoped it would go, but they can't be too upset. No one loses here. This fight's a draw.
No complaints there at all. The crowd agree, I agree. The ref knew exactly what he was doing. So you know what?
It's time for the... Here comes... Vasily the Matrix Lomachenko, one of the most technically skilled fighters in all of boxing. No one moves around the ring like Lomachenko.
Look at this, these fighters are...
This bout is...
So much hype surrounding. These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. So much for boxing. This is a fight. They exchange punches. Uh-oh, Lomachenko just got rocked. That was the moment.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
I gotta stop you. Down goes Lomachenko. That punch to the head looks so good live. Let's see it again in slow motion and really appreciate it.
That's lights out right there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are you okay?
They're back on their feet, but how long will they stay there?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
Halfway through the round, and did you see that? Lomachenko in trouble. Oh my goodness. I want to see that one more time.
This nigga getting lucky
From
as
the gods,
fuck.
they say. A shot from...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are you okay?
Well, they're back on their feet right now, Johnny. Do they go toe for toe or do they play defense here?
Oh, he...
Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. Let's talk about Loma in that last round. Beaten, bruised, and battered, but somehow he's still in it.
There's always a way back. Don't ever round anybody off.
Round that was. Come on. Don't worry, that's it. Now breathe. Breathe. Just get your breath. He's not even in your lead. Come on, switch on. Get your boxing back together. And already, that right hand's beautiful. Beautiful. That's it. Just stop here and let's reset. Forget about the round. It was a bad round, but we don't care. Just go out there and win the next one. Yeah? Good. Get your mind back on the job. There was a God will appear. Good work out that kid. That jab's let him back into the fight.
Here we go for round 2. Something has got to change after 2 knockdowns in the last round.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
Beautiful counter punch. Just misses with the right uppercut. I guess showboating is part of their plan. So much hype surrounding this big matchup as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And look in that corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted, they're not...
Oh my God, Johnny! Lomachenko in trouble! Let's see
That's some bullshit.